Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, I practically drank more than half of this cup of coffee this morning. Judy and I were in there really having a great time, having a conversation, and of course, talking about this whole digital asset space. And I'll tell you what we were kind of, bouncing back and forth was, guys, it looks like the end is near when it comes to this whole deal of where we're at with XRP. Like I said in a video I did a couple days ago, it's going to get to decision time. We're either going to watch the market roll over or it's going to fire off. Now, having said that, I do not think that if it does decide to dip down and roll over there, that it is going to literally stay there, because long term we are big time bullish, and Judy and I have got a lot of chips on the table, let me tell you. And so for us, we're kind of looking at it from the perspective, okay, what are our fundamental convictions? And I'm telling you guys, they are stronger than ever. This purchase that Ripple just did with G Treasury and all that, you cannot underestimate how impactful that's going to be when you're thinking about having all that access to all that corporate treasury to be able to move those funds. And Ripple is ready to lay down $1 billion, guys, to make an acquisition like that. Do you think that they don't think that there's a future here? Come on, they're doubling down as ever. And so for me, the fundamentals are bang on. Now, when it comes to the technicals and where the market is, of course, a lot of things are influencing the market right now. We got the government shutdown. We got all this tariff stuff going on. We've got gold and silver banging up on like just massive highs and all that kind of stuff. And of course, the DXY and all the other markets that are there. And of course, that uncertainty in the marketplace is causing a lot of volatility. And does this space, it literally lives and breathes volatility, guys. And one thing I'll tell you, if you're in this digital asset space and you haven't been in it very long, you either have to get used to that volatility, or if your nerves can't take it, you're better off out of it, because that's just par for the course, isn't it? In this crypto space, volatility is a big time deal. And obviously, the regulatory clarity piece that is coming down the road is going to have a huge impact on diminishing that volatility. When we get that regulatory clarity, and you watch and see all these things, and you got these big boys like Larry Fink out there talking about tokenizing everything, and especially, the equities markets, tokenizing the ETFs and all that. So we know that the infrastructure of what they want to do in this, new digital economy is absolutely coming. So we've got that. In the meantime, will they ever test our patience and things like that? Now, Judy and I, we have been in this space for a long, long time. I mean, we were buying XRP back there when it was like 11, 12 cents US, and most of what we accumulated was around the 17 to 19 cent range. And of course, we've been buying a lot, we're buying along the way and have built up a decent sized position. And so for us, we're looking at it from, okay, where do we see things going? Well, I think we're going to see within the next, few weeks here, really where this whole thing lands out, because we're pretty near getting close to the end of October here, going into November. We only have 2 months left of this last quarter. And guys, for us, it's decision time. If XRP is really going to show up and show us something big in this, season right here, not the one coming, but this one right here, guys, I think it's going to happen really, really soon. And I think we're getting right near the end now. Got some articles out there that are giving some big confluence of that with a lot of these TA guys. And some are saying, guys, we're getting to that bottom part of that broadening wedge. And if this thing literally tags some of those, numbers down there and bounces off from there, that bounce is going to be big, and it's going to represent a absolute amazing opportunity for those of us that have been in the space and accumulating for a long time. And guys, that's where you got to get ready. That's where you got to, get the psychological part down, because it will test you in ways that you can't even fathom. Now, one of the guys that I was reading here, Steph is Crypto, and I have followed Steph is Crypto for a little bit. And I'll tell you what, as a TA guy, he has been right on a number of occasions, and he is calling to see XRP is going to do some sort of a flash bang down there to like a $1.65 is what he says, and then it's going to jettison after it's shaken out every weak hand that it is. And we have seen that happen in the past. And guys, it could go down that way. So, I mean, when you think about that, you might want to have some dry powder on the side. Now that, my personal 100% biased opinion, to take advantage of the opportunities. Look, when you're looking at this asset class, and you're considering, where the wide world is going, and you've got every fundamental, to me, it is almost a no-brainer for Judy and I to take that risk in XRP. But at the same time, we have already witnessed some significant profits. So we want to be Johnny on the spot. Now, I know a lot of people come out there and they'll say, oh, I'm never selling any of my XRP. Well, guys, for me, I look at it like this. If you plant a field and there's a great big harvest out there, I'll tell you, are you going to let that rot right back into the ground if it goes back down? Well, I'm not. Judy and I do plan on taking profits. And I told you when we do, we will let you know when that happens. But that does not mean we're out of the market and don't have any confidence in XRP, because I'll tell you what, we will get our seed right back into the ground. Now, when this thing does retrace and we do enter, because for every bull market, there is a bear market, guys. Come on. Every bear market, there's a bull market. Now, do I think that it's going to retrace as significantly as it has in prior bear markets where it dropped 80, 90%? No, I don't. And the reason for that is, guys, I think the setup for XRP is one of the most amazing you could possibly see in any asset class whatsoever. So if we do see us, correct and go down into, a bear market, as they like to say, I don't think it's going to be as deep, and I also don't think it's going to be as long. And that's my personal opinion on it. And the reason is, of course, is all of the fundamentals are literally screaming that we are going to be going into this new situation, brand new environment of regulatory clarity, institutional adoption, application, and of course, the utilization of all these assets. And I think XRP is going to be out there front and center. And so that's what I'm thinking. But guys, I'm telling you, it is a wild ride, to be sure. We've been at it now for over 5 years and have experienced so much, the ups and downs. And have we had our convictions tested? Oh, you had better believe it. And during that entire lawsuit, guys, if we could live through the lawsuit and all that was going on there, do you think we can't live through this little volatility here? Oh, yeah. Why? Because back then there was a whole lot more risk on the table, wasn't there? Because we didn't have a guarantee of how the lawsuit was going to turn out. But guys, we had our convictions. And what happened? Well, our convictions were proved correct. And XRP, not a security, guys. The whole lawsuit put to bed, all said and done. And so I'll tell you what, our convictions have been tested. I'm sure for those of you that have been in here, this space a long time, your convictions have been tested too. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, I think we're getting right near the very end of it, and we're going to see where this thing is going to go. And from where we're sitting, we are as bullish as ever. I'll tell you what. So guys, I sure hope you're having an absolutely fantastic Friday. And remember, tomorrow, we got Saturday question and answer. Of course, on Sunday, we got Sugar on Sunday, where we, share a lot of great nuggets of encouragement. And later on today, we got another fantastic video for you. So guys, until then, have a fabulous one and take care.